What's going on, guys? It's Mark from M3 Finished Mobile Detailing, and today this is my first time detailing a Cybertruck. Now let's get to the video.
All right, Mark. First time?
This is my first time. So we got a black on black Cybertruck 2024, and then this is the Foundation series. So we're gonna get to the video and see what's new about the Teslas, and is it difficult to wash the Tesla, and then we're gonna get to it.
All right, Mark, let's do a quick walk around, man. What have you noticed might be different on the Cybertruck?
Yes. Yeah, so right now it's matte, so that's gonna be a factor into detailing. So we're gonna use a pH neutral soap. You don't wanna use a soap that has alkaline or more cleaning capabilities, just because you don't wanna hurt the vinyl finish. So that's what we're gonna do, use a pH balanced soap. For the wheels, we're just gonna clean them and agitate them. It doesn't look too difficult, but for the client, he doesn't want no tire shine, because a lot of people, I guess, detailed this car before, and he says there's a lot of sling that goes on the surface. So I didn't want something that he had his mind set up, so let's just stick to that. And then when I open this door right now, this thing is pretty heavy. So yeah, and it's a steel car, so I haven't seen anything inside yet. So right now I could tell you it's gonna be a little more easier to clean, because we have the mats, and the mats, they're gonna protect everything from the debris and all the surface grime. So it's gonna be easier. So when we pull them out, it's gonna be less vacuuming time. So let's see, and this one right here. So yeah, it's a straightforward vehicle. It just looks like a Model Y, but like kind of miscombobulated. So yeah, we're just gonna hop into the video. It kind of looks like, when I'm looking at it right now, it looks like a Model Y door, and then it has like a Model S seats, because they're perforated seats. But other than that, it looks big, but it's not that big. So the thing is gonna be a challenge is cleaning the windshield. One of the biggest windshields ever created by a car, or for a car. So it's gonna be a challenge to get inside here. I don't know how we're gonna do it. I didn't bring my tool, the Easy Reach tool, so this, I guess you guys are gonna see how I clean it, because look at, I don't know if you can see, Reyes, but this is how far my hand reaches. So I'm gonna have to stand up and do this one. I'm gonna have to stand up, but it's all right though.
Now, another thing, Mark, the back right here, man. Is there something under here, or is that how it is? That's the truck?
Let's see. I just seen this button. I look all professional, huh?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be your tail bed. So we'll probably pressure wash this out. And then luckily he told me something about that, because if I didn't see it, I didn't see this glass right here. So this is a back glass. You wanna clean that. It looks like it hasn't been cleaned before. So we're gonna clean that as well. That's pretty cool. And then this, I guess this is how you open it. So yeah.
There you go, Mark. I
was actually telling people this car reminds me of an iPhone, like an iPhone on wheels. It looks like our fridge on wheels, but it's a good car. So let's get to it. We're gonna get the exterior dialed in, and let's go.
Now, one thing that the client told you, which you mentioned earlier, it's wrapped.
Right.
And you asked them, PPF or vinyl?
Right.
For people that don't know the difference, or don't know why that matters, why does that matter? Yeah, because the vinyl is very fragile, and I would say when you scratch it, there's nothing you can do about it. So he told us on this, if you come over here, right here, he scratched it already. He tried buffing it out with his hand, and it just made it look worse. So we got to be careful on the surface, because if we do scratch it or anything like that, put the wrong product, say if I put like a Carnauba spray wax on the exterior, it's gonna kind of leave like a staining effect. So you don't want to leave that for the client. So we're just gonna do a straight wash, keep it basic and simple. He just wants it clean. We're not gonna start shining things. He just wants it clean and matte. So we're just gonna go through that. But yeah, so the PPF, when you do bump into it, or if you do put products on it, it'll absorb it a little bit better, and it's not going to be staining the surface and etc. All right, Mike, I have a question for you. For the new details out there. You mentioned he doesn't want no dressing because it flings. Right. Why does it fling? I thought there was different types of dressing.
If you don't know how to apply it, it will sling. So oil base would sit on the crevice, and then if the pores are too filled, it will start slinging, or if they didn't wipe it down, it's gonna start slinging. Same for water-based dressing, it will sling as well. A lot of access. So say if I'm shining this tire right now, and all the grooves and crevices, it might be some tire shine left in the grooves and crevices. So when they do take off, it shoots all over the place, and this way you get that effect. That's why when you do shine tires, I always recommend either letting it sit for a while and then come through and wipe it off the access so you don't get that issue.
Hey Mark, so cars, vehicles that are PPF wrapped, are they easier to drive or harder?
They're easy to dry. Sometimes they're a little harder. Depends on the surface. This guy got his ceramic coated, so he did the right way. But some clients that have wraps, they don't take care of them. So with that being said, like when we do wash it, it's not as beating, and then a lot of staining on it, bird poop, a lot of tree sap. So it's really difficult to work with those kind of cars. So, but if you do have wraps, make sure to maintenance your cars. So a lot of detailers out there always offer to maintenance wraps. People that don't have wraps, they think that it's like a bulletproof PPF kind of thing, and they don't take care of it. So over time it starts to fade, a lot of staining, and then they ask you if you could polish it, but you can't do anything. Like say if it's matte, you can't polish at all just because it's stained on there. So you would just have to replace it. So when you do have wraps, make sure to maintenance your wraps or your PPF.
All right, Mark. So first time doing a Cybertruck. What are some negative things you've heard about the Cybertruck?
So the first thing I heard, it looks like a roll box car. A lot of people say that. For me, I think it looks, I don't know, man. It looks sleek, it looks cool to me. But a lot of people think this car is ugly. And the second thing I heard was the windows. Like when you do tint, the windshield's like one of the biggest windshields to do. And it's a pain in the butt to do, and also pain in the butt to clean the window. So we're gonna figure out how hard it is. It's my first time doing it, and I didn't bring my easy tool. So yeah, I'm gonna probably have to be standing up and try to do some weird things to the windows to get it clean. The third thing is what you mentioned, Riz, is that it rusts. Like a lot of people say well, this one's wrapped, but the stainless steel rusts over time, or it has a lot of fingerprints. It's just hard to maintain. So if you look right now, this one kind of looks a little funky on the inside. It's like a little browning right here already, but I don't know, man, I still like it though. All right, guys, if you guys like this truck, drop it down in the comments below. What do you guys think about it? For me, I personally like it, but I know people are probably going to say a lot of bad comments in the comments. But I mean, it's entertaining and interesting, so drop it down below.
All right, Mark. I see you help her tackling the front windshield.
Yeah.
That's the game plan right there?
So he has a little arm, so I don't think he'll be able to get it. But so what we're doing right now, we're using the water method where we're knocking on all the dust and all the grime that's on the window. It's like pretty foggy, so that's what he's doing. And now we're going to do is clean the windshield. So a lot of people in the comments been saying, oh, the best glass cleaner is 50-50 alcohol, and I wasn't a big fan of it. I'm like, nah, dude, I stick to Shine Supply Sunshine. But right now, man, I've been trying it out. 90%, I think it's 91% proof, and honestly, I think that's my go-to right now. So 50-50, it cuts through all the grime, and man, it's one of the best glass cleaners I've used lately. But let me know if you guys use rubbing alcohol or you guys prefer another glass cleaner. Drop it down in the comments below, because I'm always searching. So the game plan is we don't have the easy reach brush, so I just talked to another detailer and he said just go for it. So what I'm gonna do is just reach as far as I can. See right here, he's getting in there. He ain't getting in there all the way. Look at that guy.
He's trying, bro, he's trying.
Go, little arm, go. All right, guys, another tip: when you're working on a big window, it's always okay to work in sections. You don't always have to knock it out in one shot. So right now I hit this side, so I did 50-50. So I'm about to work on the bottom, and I'm gonna go inside, check out the results, see if I left any smear marks, and then if not, just repeat the process. But like I said, with this 50-50 rubbing alcohol and the DI water, it's been a game changer for me, because it's cutting through all that grime, all the streaks, and it's easier to clean. I know like some glass cleaners out there leaves a little bit of streaks here and there, but overall, good product. All right, guys, now we're finished up wrapping up the video. I washed the Cybertruck. It wasn't that difficult. The only thing that was difficult was the windshield. As you see in the video, we're struggling a little bit without that tool. So if you guys ever do a Cybertruck, always get that easy reach tool. But other than that, more like a simple car wash. Nothing really particular. You just got to keep it basic and simple on this car. Other than that, man, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Make sure to like, subscribe, share to a Tesla owner that has a Cybertruck. And thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate it.